The world has a lot of mystery, and human beings are full of curiosity. As one ravages through the world, they somewhat know what to do, to think, and to say. As one faces every challenge they've encountered, they stand their ground with courage. Though how does one person or even a group of people knows exactly what to do during these occurrences? Is there something like a command, a signal from a certain someone, or is it because our mind itself is what gave us these exact actions to do and words to say? But how does that work?
Have you ever wondered what goes on inside an animal? There's a group of organs that cooperate to carry out particular life-sustaining function in animals, known as an animal body system. First, the digestive system. The mouth, the stomach, the esophagus, the pharynx, the intestine, the liver, the pancreas, and the anus are the key components of the digestive system. And so, food is broken down and absorbed by the digestive system as nutritional molecules. Next, the excretory system. The kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra make up the majority of the excretory system. It is in charge of eliminating organic waste and controlling the amount of bodily fluids. Not to mention the immune system, lymphatic vessels, lymph nodes, bone marrow, and the little gland called thymus and the spleen make up the immune system, which makes it in charge of combating the spread of malignant cells as well as infections and viruses.
Maybe we should look at the micro level of things and see these parts in a better view. Neutron, proton, electron, subatomic particles that make up an element. Elements together create a compound. Like when sodium and chlorine combine to form sodium chloride, the table salt we use in making food in our daily lives. Everywhere there are atoms. Everything we see are atoms bundled together to form a big composition of three-dimensional beings. Even you, even me. We are all made up of matter in different states.
Back up a little to see what is inside our body. Adjust our lens just a little bit wider. Now we see cells, the basic unit of life. But what really are they? They give the body structure, absorb nutrients from meals, turn those nutrients into energy, and perform specific tasks. Cells can replicate themselves and contain the body's genetic material. I have always been amazed by the structures of cells. We only ever got to know them, but we never really minded looking deeper into what they look like. How can we ever see what they look like? An organism's structural support is provided by its cells. The nucleus contains all the genetic material needed for reproduction. Cell organelles are suspended in the cytoplasm and constitute a structural component of the cell. The organelle in charge of providing the cell's needs for energy is the mitochondria.
Talk about the nervous system of an animal, which is incredibly complex. organizes its movement and sensory data by sending and receiving signals to and from various regions of its body. Nerves are bundles of neurons or portions of neurons which are used by animals to coordinate their muscle movement, in which animals gather information through sense nerves and organs like the eyes, associative nerves, which are typically focused in the brain, interrogate, assess, and decide what is relevant, and effector or motor nerves, which transmit decisions to the muscles or other parts of the body in order to alert an animal to the existence of food, mates, or danger. Appropriate behaviors depends on getting sufficient information from the environment. Sensory nerves do not always directly experience the outside world, even though they do transmit this information to the brain.
Is in the organ system. Here, look at this.
Huh? It seems like the creature had gone through an adaptation experiment. It has lost its photoreceptors. It's blind.
How does it sense us? Well, it seems like the electromagnetic receptors and chemoreceptors are amplified, so the sense of sight and smell have become sensitive, so they can smell us from a mile away.
How is this possible?
Reductionism and manipulation of its DNA. Its genome is now modified. I can see that there are positive and negative feedbacks occurring in its body. Isn't it amazing? Organisms like this exist. From its molecular structure, the cells, tissues, and organs of the organ systems, it makes us living organisms. I wonder if there's more in its population. Or is it one of those guys? I'm sure there's more in this ecosystem. I think evolution is another factor why this creature has lived. Because it has lived in the dark, its generation developed these abilities.
Whoa! These discoveries are amazing. Indeed, evolution explains unity and diversity in living organisms. It makes sense of everything we know about biology.
Living organisms are subject to basic laws of physics and chemistry.
Guys?
In our adventure, we learned a lot about the structure, function, growth, origin, evolution, and distribution of living organisms. Along with chemistry and physics, biology is one of the major topics that serve as the foundation for what we know about natural science. Behind unraveling its truth comes consequences, whether a blessing or a curse.